Hey everybody, I'm Ryan Whedon here today. I have my beautiful wife as my model. She needs to get blondified, and we're gonna use our special Nova to do that, and our SOHO, of course, to put any dimension in that we need to do, or any toning. But anyway, we're gonna do a little consultation here, yeah?
Yeah.
So, what are your goals today?
Ooh, well, I wanna fill in the gaps around my face with our tape-ins.
Ooh, tape-ins. So we have the tape-ins here. We've got our tape-ins here, the Gaia collection, right? So you said these are highlight and low light. You're gonna put them in there. We gotta make sure the ends are bright enough. Your ends look bright enough, right?
Yeah, but I want the brightness to go up to my root.
So you just wanna bring the brightness up higher. Because the ends aren't gonna be brighter than this, right? Because that will save me a lot of time.
Like a smidge?
Maybe a smidge. But we don't need to make every single end here super bright, right?
No, I just want to bring it up. I don't want like a bold money piece or anything like that, but I want it like blended all the way up.
And you showed me a picture too. I can maybe show it later if, if we put this into a video and pop it on top.
Sure.
But you were saying your inspiration photo was very blonde at the roots, but not ribbons.
Right.
No ribbons, more like a veil of lightness. So I think for that, instead of going up and creating like these fingers of depth, these ribbons here, like growing out highlights, instead I'm gonna maybe do some baby lights back on an angle. That way it'll give it that blended look that just overlays everything and gives it that blonde glow.
Oh, and then I do want to be able to pull my hair back and see blonde instead of just like my stripe.
Your stripe. Oh, how many stripes do you want?
None.
3? How many layers do you want? 3?
And then I want to be able to do like a half up, half down.
Half up, half down.
Doodaddy thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm putting the extensions in, so this, wish me luck.
You do them all the time. You're going to be great.
I do tape-ins. It's easy.
Yeah.
Easy enough. I'm not
You'll be great.
the best, but it's fine. I'm just convenient. Okay, so, let's get started, shall we?
Yeah.
All right. Let me show you the quick sectioning pattern I have going on here. I started from the high point of the head, dropped it just a little bit below so that we have that nice veil section that comes over. Then what we have going on is I took it behind the ear on each side. I split off with the natural part in the center here. I have high recession on each side all the way back through to separate the sides from the top section. And then in the back, I took a straight parting all the way down, split it in two, and then split the bottom from the top just at the top of the nape section here with a diagonal back, a very easy, like not a slight diagonal back. That way I can make sure that I add some more depth down here, more of a tip out versus up here where I'm gonna start to bring it up a little bit higher with some baby lights there. So let's get started. All right, starting in the back here, bottom section on the left. If you're a righty, it's best to start on the left and work your way this way so that the foils don't get in your way. Here, I just want to make sure that I have some depth, but I also want to make sure that when she pulls her hair back, if she does pull it back, that you can see some brightness. We do want it to be lived in, so I don't need to really hug the hairline too much. Go ahead and clip this out of the way a little bit. I'm going to take this, I'm just going to take some big sections here, maybe even a little. Let me do that over again because I was looking at it and it's going to be maybe a little too far away from the hairline. So right up against the hairline here, maybe a little more from the bottom here. Okay, so we want to be able to see through the section a little bit. If it's too thick, then there we go, stay. Head down just a little bit. Perfect. I'll take this. Take a weave. I'm going to tease this weave. This will be natural dimension. Just bring it up a little bit. Don't have to go crazy with the teasing here. I'll take my board, put a foil on it. What I always do is pre-paint that, so it'll act like a little bit like a glue. Then I can pop that under, hold it firmly, and then paint. Give it some flicks up here toward the T's. If you get a little bit in the T's, that's quite all right. But don't take too much up there, and once you feel like that blend is right where it needs to be, stop adding to it. I don't need to go any closer than that. Let that end out because it's already super bright, so I'm not worried about it. I can always pull it through later if I need to. Okay. Now that's, oops, I pulled the top section. Getting ahead of myself here. Got a lot of sections going on. So now I have this. I'm going to take another big section here. Clip this to the section above it. Take this section. I'm going to make this a tip out. So go ahead and take it about 75% of the way down, start teasing it up until it reaches a sticking point, and push it a little bit further. And because it's a tip out, I don't need to push this all the way to the scalp. Just clean it up here. 2 to 3 times max. That is what I want to be painting on. That'll give me a nice, solid saturation. Pop this under. Build that reservoir color, and I'm using Nova 9 Plus because nothing lifts like Nova. This stuff is insane. And it's on an angle, so that's going to give it some blend insurance. Create those nice peaks by starting from here and pulling it up and off. Again, once I feel like I need to question whether I should paint more, I stop painting. And I'll go ahead and follow this through. I want to make sure this gets nice and light and bright, so I'm going to go ahead and capture that in the ends there. Fold it over without smashing the color around, and take it from there. I'm probably just going to leave this out for natural depth, and then I'm going to repeat the same thing on the opposite side. I've reconsidered this section here, and I'm going to paint this. Sometimes as you're going, you think you have the right idea, and then since we're watching a camera right here, up here, like a video screen, Jenny is like, is that going to be a blonde enough? And she's making me second guess myself. But she's my wife, and I live with her, so.
Sorry.
I need to, so I'm going to do all the ends here. So this little project turned into a much bigger transformation. Let's go. So I'm going to tease this just like I did here, and then I'll do the same thing on the opposite side, and then I will catch you in this section here. Okay, so I had the back 2 sections are done here. I did the whole thing. Now this project is just going to just keep going on. I get to the bulk of it back here, so this is fun. Okay, but I have, she wants this veil of golden brightness as well as some super bright ends to match the extensions, which is important. So I'm starting on this section here. I'm going to take about half an inch to an inch section depending on hair density. I'm going to clip this out of the way. And what I'm going to do first is, it's not funny, is...
You gave me bangs.
I gave you bangs? Nice. And I'm going to take a sliver off the top of this baby light here. And what this is going to do, it's going to give me a really nice... What are you doing?
It's so itchy.
Okay. The top of this section is going to be baby lit. How's that sound? Amazing?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I mean, I guess. Sure, yeah.
Okay, so we got baby lights here at the top. I'm using 20 volume here. She does about a level 6 hair. 20 volume with Nova is like a 40 volume on most lighteners. It just works so, so well. Got the board there. I'm going to pop that out here. The reason I like to paint on the board, but then if I really want to get nice and close up here, I will get a little closer off board. There. The nice thing about Nova too is it doesn't swell. So it doesn't swell, which means it's not going to slip. So as long as I'm careful not to slide it or pull the foil down, we should be okay. I can get really close to the edge of that foil. Now, wanted to make sure that there wasn't any product on there, but I guess since it's a standard baby light, we don't have anything to worry about. Lock that in there, just like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, flip it up. And guess what this is going to be under here?
What?
On any normal day, this would just be natural depth that we leave out, but because it's Jenny and she wants to go super blonde, I'm going to tip this out. And that's going to sit on a bed of depth but have bright ends. It's going to be amazing.
A bed of depth.
There we go. Look at that. Magical. You're trying to think of something funny to say, aren't you?
No, I'm thinking about food.
Oh, okay. Okay, so right here, this is going to be a tip out section directly below it. So one section turns into two. Just doing this quickly since we have a lot of work to do. We've got kids to pick up. We've got to knock this out. Next section, we're going to go up to 40 volume. Just kidding.
What?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, just burn it all. Burn it all.
Okay, so here we are. I'm going to fold that once, fold it twice. That way we trap the heat in there and get that extra lifting power. Drop that down. And I'm going to work my way up through this entire section the same way. If you want to go back and forth, you can, which I probably will. That way I can make sure that I match all of the baby lights there. That would probably be the best thing. And then when I get to the top here, I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do. This top section here, I'm going to do the same thing. This is going to be a baby light at the top. It's going to veil over with the tip out section below it. So probably 2 to 3 more sections on each side here. I'm going to match them each side, left to right, left to right. If you're a lefty, go right to left, right to left. So whatever works for you. I'm going to finish the back here and then we'll hit the sides. All right, I just finished the back here. Oh, look at all these beautiful foils. So we went up here in 1 column, 2 columns, baby light at the top, tip out underneath. And then at the top section here, the last section here that drapes over here, we've got the same thing, but except in columns, I took it all together. And the top section right at the parting was that baby light slice. Right behind it was the tip out. So this will go ahead and fall over that, create a veil. It's gonna be beautiful. And then now we're moving to the side here, which is great because it's a lot less hair instead of going from all the way to the bottom of the nape all the way up. I'm already tired, I'm already sweating. Whew. Do some baby lights.
Pull it out.
Well, you pull it out, so this is great in that regard, you know. So
that's why I need extension.
So it'll be exactly. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to do some baby lights around here, so that when you do pull it back, you don't see 1 or 2 stripes. You see beautiful blonde. And then I'm going to get started, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. I'm going to take this little guy out. Look at these cuties. Look at that.
Those are called stress bangs.
Stress bangs, okay. Add that to our menu of services. Anybody want stress bangs?
You just
Now serving.
You just twirl your finger around your hair and then you just rip it out.
Okay, that's great. And these are Bungalow Babe foils. You heard about that? One of our mob students created these. So shout out to Bungalow Babes. Shoot. Turn your head a little toward the camera. There you go. A little more. I'm making a mess here. Okay. It got those little stress bangs covered. Oh my gosh. Got Nova all over me. Lock those into place. There we go, so she can see. Pop that out of the way there. Now, we have that beautiful blonde right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take a diagonal back section, a steep one. Clip that out of the way. Like that. Less like that, I can't see. Okay. And I'm gonna tease this. It's a high tease. If I went too low, I'd push too much of the hair out of the way. So sometimes you gotta just play around with it and see what works best. Got a little tease there. I'm gonna go ahead and brighten that up. Take my foil, this golden mirror, check my makeup.
How come you didn't use it in the first one?
Check my Botox, make sure it's working. How come I didn't use it in the first one? You're just the model. You're not supposed to ask difficult questions. Because it wouldn't fit under the thing, and I need more control around the hairline.
Well, maybe some people don't know that. I didn't know that.
Okay, well, thank you. So for those of you that didn't know why I didn't use a board, now you do. Fold this up here, fold it up again so we can trap that heat, get that extra lift. We're already working through this section pretty quickly. She pulls her hair out a lot here. Probably mostly from the stress that I put on her. I'm sure the kids are a factor as well. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is move up here. I'm actually going to take some diagonal back sections all the way across, slightly turning toward this parting right here. So I'm gonna go like this, all the way up, and this will the same way I did in the back. I'll veil it over, so just to show you. Slight diagonal back. It's one thing to talk about, it's another thing to do it. So I'll show you this one first. Clean that up. We have this beautiful baby light slice section. Now I'm not gonna use a board here, Jenny, because I need more control. I need to get closer to the scalp. The only way I can do that is by pinching it like that, holding it as I paint. Before I let go, I want to make sure I have control of the section, since it is such a fine section. And that looks good. It's fine enough. That should be enough to give it that lift. Pop it in there. What am I doing below it? Jenny, what am I doing below it?
A tip out.
There we go. Look at that. Who said these videos couldn't be interactive?
You said I wasn't supposed to speak.
All right. It's the last thing I'll tell you. I know that would be a bad day for me. So here I am just going to tip out this section. I can bring it up a little bit higher because this is the front. I want to make sure that we have enough brightness around the face. Flick it up, create those beautiful wispy bits. If you get a little bit on the tease there, that's all right. I'm not worried about it, but if you worry about it, you can always just either pop it on there or use your fingers just to wipe it off. But don't get crazy. It'll be fine. All right, same thing here. I'm gonna work my way up through this section. I can probably get this done in 2 more. So I'll do 1, 2, and my last one will be right at the hairline there. That'll drop over, that'll be that beautiful golden veil. All right, I'm here in the back now. I just finished both sides, but I wanna definitely start to check some of these foils since I know that they're probably ready to come out. And as much as I would like to go through and do the whole thing, we gotta do what's best for the hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and clip some of this out of the way. I don't have an assistant with me right now, so I gotta do it all myself. Old school style. Okay, so I have something I can wipe it off with, and ooh, that is looking good. Look at that. Got some, you can see some of the active toning agents right there in our hair, in the hair here. It rinses right out. But this is why Nova is so powerful, because not only does it lift very cleanly, it also tones as it lifts. And if you see any of the pink that grabs on here and there, that's just the violet that tones out, and it'll come right out with the shampoo. So how cool is that? Look at that. Beautiful, bright. Let's just keep moving through to make sure. That was the hairline baby light there, so I want to see where we're at with this. That looks pretty good. I see a little bit of a spot right there that I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. didn't quite break through. Give it a couple more minutes there. Fold it back up. You can see how great that blend is. I am digging it. Go ahead and take that other hairline foil out so that we're consistent. And then I'll work on the top and the face frame area. Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Get these off. And the lightener has been on for quite a not really that long actually. I was gonna say quite a while, but yeah, I mean, since I started with these, yes. I know we're doing a lot here, but maybe half an hour or so working through here. So they're ready to come out. But also, if I had to leave it on a little bit longer, I would be okay with that, because at that point, the lightener's intensity would have slowed down a little bit. But look how beautiful that is. All right, I'm gonna go and I got both sides done here. I'm gonna start doing the face frame here. So I'm gonna get set up, come back, tell you what I'm gonna do. All right, here in the front, we've got these cute little broken bangs. And you said you didn't want much of a money piece, right?
No.
Okay, but we still need to detail this. So if I only focus on this, it wouldn't be very bright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some baby light. I've had a lot of Nova on me, but it doesn't sting, which is nice. I'm gonna do a baby light weave here. And I'm not sure, let me start over. Okay. So here in the front, at the top here, I'm gonna work on this money piece. It's important to note that we've got these little baby bangs here that have seen better days. They broke off for one reason or another. The stress bangs continue.
Or my helmet.
Or your helmet. She wears a helmet.
When I ride, not just because.
not just around the house. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I do this on both sides. And I'm going to probably do it really like some baby light weaves into a baby light slice into a teased area. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you and tell you exactly what I did to make sure that it's evident, but it's not in your face bold. All right, before I move back into the rest of the section here on the top, I'm just going to explain what I did real quickly. So around the hairline, she had a bunch of different steps here. So I had to take these little babies just to make sure I got that whole hairline. So a little one there, little one there, little one there, and then I think, and then a little one, that was the side. There. And then what I'm doing is I took baby light weaves. We're gonna make it really nice and soft around here, but I still want it to be bright enough so it has the central focus here, starting from here and then teardropping out. But what I did is I did a pivoting face frame here. So slight pivot, but just slicing as I went so that we have this natural depth here in between. And because her hair is already light here, it'll be a perfect blend for the rest of it. So now as I move back into the section here, I am going to, her hairline came down a little bit further on this side, so I'm gonna work on this side first to make sure it's all matched up. So I'm taking a little bit of a step back, maybe a 1/4 of an inch or so, straight back through the part. Put your head down just a little bit so that I can see. And then I'm gonna do what I did on the sides. I'm not in the best position for this, so I'm gonna reposition myself. But what I'm gonna do now is same thing that we've been doing the whole time, where this top section will be a baby light slice. That way it'll be nice and bold, but also give it that beautiful golden glow. And then below it's gonna be a tip out. And I'm gonna do this all the way back through the section, one side at a time, taking slightly less thick of sections moving on back so we have more brightness at the top. So I'll get all that done and we'll move on from there. Okay, and we're done. Look at this, it looks amazing. Guess what, we did not use a toner at all. I used a little bit of a root shadow, I used SOHO Color to give it a little bit of a soft root there. 6.0 and 7.0 equal parts. Look at this, it came out with such, I don't even know what you would call it. It's like buttery blonde, it's beautiful. We didn't have to tone it at all. That's the beauty of Nova. What do you think?
I love it.
You love it?
Thank you.
You're so welcome. It only took all day. No, it took a while, but
the extensions helped too.
Because we put, oh yeah, we did put the tape ins too.
Do you want to show?
Yeah, sure. We put our mob tape ins in here as well. So, and I'll show you the rest of the head here in a minute. But the tapes are right here. A few tapes here. You can barely see them. Look at, they just blend so seamlessly into this. It's like a perfect match. So I put 3 on each side and then just 1 row in the back. Look at this. Look at that. It looks beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Thank you to my model. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time.